Hello everyone. Sorry for yesterday, due to some urgency I could not upload the recording. Today we will see from shloks 12 to 33 of chapter 2nd of Srimad Bhagavad Gita ji. Here we will cover three things, starting from comparison between soul and body, then what is soul and its features, third reminding Arjuna about Kshatriya dharma by Lord Krishna. As Arjun surrendered himself to Krishna, Krishna starts the explanation with soul and the living entity. He described soul as individuality and considered the existence of individuality and said, there was no such time when we did not exist, nor in the future it will happen. As our body changes from child to youth to old age, similarly, soul changes the body, and wise man is not bewildered by such change. As we humans tolerate the change of summer and winter, but continue our duty, similarly, one must learn to tolerate the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress without being disturbed. The person who is steady in both is certainly eligible for liberation. After knowing this truth, one can conclude that there should be no endurance of changing body, or one must not bother of death, as it is mere role of ignorance or maya, and praise imperishable soul that runs the body. Saying this, Krishna urged Arjun to fight, as one or other day this material body is sure to come to an end. He also made clear when any weapon hurt the material body, it is to be known that imperishable soul is not killed. Now, what is soul? Let us know about its features as well. Soul neither take birth nor die at any time. It has not come into being, it does not come into being, it will not come into being. It is unborn, eternal, and everlasting. It cannot come into end with the end of body. Then he asked Arjun, how can person kill someone? It is same as person changes clothes and give up the old one. The soul changes the body and accepts the new one. The soul can never be cut into pieces by any weapon, cannot be burned, cannot be moistened by the water, cannot be withered by the wind. Soul is unbreakable and insoluble, which is everlasting and eternally the same. It is invisible and immutable. Krishna told Arjun that he should not grieve for the body. And if still he thinks soul and body always take birth and die forever, then also he has no reason to be sad. Because one has to take birth and to die one day, then take birth again. It is the cyclical process of life and death. So whether one believes in soul or not, either way, there is no point to lament for the death or loss of the body. Then Krishna reminded Arjuna of his duty of being kshtriya, to fight rather than fighting on religious principles. There is nothing to hesitate. He said, Arjun, you are lucky to be born as a kshtriya, for whom heaven's gate is open even after killing someone, that is Vad. And if you do not perform your duty of fighting in the war, then it is certainly a sin. You will lose your reputation as a fighter. Look, generally violence is not encouraged in any of the religious texts, but here, when the matter comes of war, for a fighter, it is not encouraged to show back, rather to fight for the larger good of the world. It is there in the shloka 12 to 33 where Krishna tried to convince Arjuna both ways, spiritually by explaining him Sankhya Yoga and logically to perform the duty of Kshatriya and fight the war. That's all for the day. Thank you everyone. Stay tuned for further description.